I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky. I like 'em big.
To be completely honest, I probably shouldn't have opened this video on Hildryn with the I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky. That was so cringe, holy shit.
It's so funny. It's such a good joke. No, it's not. That wasn't funny. Please never speak to me again.
But I shouldn't have, because it would have been a much better fit for Grendel. I think we can all agree with that, and it would make a ton of sense. And while Hildryn is big, she absolutely is not chunky, and is probably the buffest Warframe in the game. On some real shit, I don't really understand why any of the Warframes have muscles though. Like, they're all made of metal or some other material, right? So why the hell are their muscles in the first place? Like, this doesn't make them stronger. Like, what's the point of having an 8-pack? Did carving an 8-pack into a piece of metal somehow make the frame stronger or able to lift more? I honestly, legitimately don't understand it.
There is no good and evil. There is only weight, and those too weak to lift it.
But okay, well, let me immediately try to give an explanation for something I don't understand. Because that's what I do around here, make baseless claims.
I love books, and this basement is a true treasure trove.
After doing some sort of research into the lore of Hildryn, it would appear that Ballas really liked this frame, like a lot more than he did other frames. Even saying that this frame to Hunhow, that he should save it because he fucked with Hildryn so much. He fucked with Hildryn so much he said, Hunhow, don't destroy this frame. He said, you have faced our worst, but one I have kept back to guard against enemies within. She has sent many weeping on their way, this skyborn bastion of the sagas. So hear me well, Hunhow. When you despoil the reservoir, spare only her, my stalwart, my shield maiden, Hildryn. It would appear from this message that Ballas has a soft spot for Hildryn and likely created her himself. And since we all know Ballas' tendency to overdo things and make sure that they look very beautiful, because he's very beautiful. And it's common for Organ to like beautiful things. Just like me, I like beautiful things.
It's so funny. It's such a good joke. No, it's not. That wasn't funny. Please never speak to me again.
So he probably gave her a 6-pack or 8-pack, I'm actually not sure, so she looks more like a badass. Because our boy Ballas was into muscle mommies. We may never know which one it was. Perhaps it was both. Another interesting fact is that the base Hildryn has Orc script on her helmet that reads Shield Maiden, which is obviously a reference to what Ballas tells Hunhow, which is why I believe that Ballas was the one who created Hildryn, or he was at least heavily involved in her creation. Anyway, I think this is enough random rambling about Hildryn. Let's get into a more targeted and thought out rambling now. I always thought Hildryn was just a tank character that was extremely hard to kill, without much options for attacking, until I played on stream with my boy Elmo. Shout out my boy Elmo, I haven't streamed him forever, but he is the GOAT. You know, he's just awesome. We all love Elmo around here. Shout out Elmo.
Actresses would count to be in your position right now? Emma's got the bitches lining up. Emma's a pimp.
Elmo absolutely violated every living and non-living thing in existence with his Hildryn build, because he's just built like that. I have no clue what his build was or how he did it, but that's my goal and dream to accomplish with my Hildryn in this video. Spoiler alert, I won't do it. And I also didn't get a hold of him because I forgot about it, but I probably should have asked. But I'm going to give it my best bet here to just guess what he had on. Apparently Hildryn has the highest base shield in the game, which makes sense since apparently Hildryn uses shields to cast abilities instead of energy, which is very interesting. It's the only frame to do that, I believe. I'm not sure if I'll end up liking this, but the idea is sort of alluring. I'm excited to use Hildryn for the first time and try it out. Also, apparently Hildryn's first ability is an exalted weapon. Maybe I read that wrong, but that'll be interesting to use. I think it's called the Balefire. I wonder how good it is though, since it is the first ability. I'm pretty ass at the game, and generally don't get a lot of those exalted weapons to a high level of damage because I'm ass at the game, so I don't even use like Messa's exalted weapons. I think those are actually really good. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and level this unit up. This muscle mommy, this muscle bound warrior, and then I'll come back with some thoughts on Hildryn after leveling her. I'm going to be completely honest. I suck at Warframe. There's a reason that the lore videos on this channel are generally more popular than my videos on weapons and frames. Because when it comes to lore, I know what I'm talking about. But when it comes to actually being successful in the game, I'm literal dog shit. I was trying to use the Balefire, and I'm pretty sure it was doing 0 damage. I don't even know how does it do 0 damage? Like, I'm literally not sure why it was doing 0 damage. It was completely unmodded. I don't think I put any mods on Hildryn to help it either, but I was still somewhat positive that it should still do damage outside of that. This is obviously an example of how dog shit at the game I am. I only have to research how to make a weapon do damage. This is one of the most embarrassing moments in my Warframe career. I was playing high level missions while using it, so maybe it just did so little damage I couldn't even tell, but I'm fairly sure I saw 0 damage indicators show up, which would be a travesty. A travesty. That's a good word. I'm gonna start using that more in my like day-to-day speaking. Anyway, we'll come back to the Balefire after I actually learn how to use it and I'm not literally gurgling balls. The next ability that Hildryn has is called Pillage. It honestly seems like a kind of insane ability. For just a cost of 150 shields, you can strip the enemies around you of shields and armor, and then steal those shields and apply an overshield to yourself. Maybe I'm missing something, but that ability seems absolutely cracked for a casual like me. And if you build around that ability, you could essentially make yourself immortal, while making your enemies incredibly weak. It almost seems like the harder the mission, the better that ability will work, since there's more shields and armor to steal for when you go against higher level enemies. While looking up this ability on the wiki, if you get plus 400% ability strength, it should fully strip the enemies around you both of armor and shields, which seems pretty powerful. I'm not sure if there's really a ton of use in doing that, however, because I feel like just getting like 50% of their shields will weaken them more than enough and provide you with plenty of overshields. And you could use the rest of your mod space to build around something else, maybe. I don't know. I suck, guys. Who knows? That's just me theorizing, so I mean, who knows, guys? I'm not even sure if I have the right mods to even get to 200% power, since I essentially have 0 prime mods, except like Hornet Strike and something for melee. After Pillage, which is a badass move for an ability, by the way. I mean, name. Fuck. I'm off the perk right now, guys. Anyway, we have to take a look at Haven, which is the move I found myself using the most while using my mostly unmodded Hildryn. Basically, it gives increased shields to all the teammates around you, and does 250 radiation damage to enemies around you as well. However, it does cost a ton of shields per second to use it. 5 shields per an ally linked, and 25 shields per an enemy linked. In all honesty, I personally think the ability would be better, at least in the early stages, if it didn't link to enemies at all. It just drains your shields way too fast without doing enough damage to really make up for it, in my personal opinion. Your allies will also get to keep overshields when they leave your area of effect, which is a pretty awesome support ability in my opinion. Overall, I do like the ability, but it isn't perfect. I'm curious how much you could get that damage up to, if you really mod to make it better. A comment I saw by an unknown user on the wiki said that this move is a literal interpretation of thick thighs save lives. I thought that was pretty funny, so I'm including it here. Also, thick thighs absolutely do save lives. And baby, I think I might be dying. Anyway, finally, the last ability that Hildryn has is Aegis Storm. Aegis Storm causes enemies to get blasted into the air, makes you use your Balefire weapon, and causes a huge amount of energy orbs to drop. I personally didn't think this ability was that useful using it during the leveling up process for Hildryn for a variety of reasons. The first was because I still don't understand how to use the fucking Balefire. I'm either an idiot or it sucks complete ass without mods, which I guess most weapons do, so that would explain the issue. Secondly, it holds you in place and you can't really do much. I mean, it also holds the enemies in place, but it drains your shield so quick, I feel like it just really isn't worth it. Finally, when looking up the ability, I found multiple Reddit threads talking about how it's one of the worst abilities in the game and should be absolutely replaced by a helmet ability. I did pronounce that right, shut the fuck up. Seeing that just kind of vindicated my thoughts on the ability, since I already thought it was bad, but I still had to look it up because I am a casual. I need others to validate my thoughts and opinions. I have no original thoughts. Please like and subscribe. Except that Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. I gotta be the only person who thinks Drake won, guys. Kendrick has just said more provably wrong things throughout the beef, so I just can't. My body's having a reaction because I said Drake won. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. My body's having a chemical reaction when I said Drake won. Holy shit. Anyway, like and subscribe if you disagree or agree, or just do either way. I love you no matter what. Please. I'm desperate. After all this yapping, I'll finally actually try my best to mod Hildryn and make her pretty good with the resources I have as a casual player. I imagine most of you guys will have the mods that I have on her, if not the primed and better versions of them. The mods I'm about to show you, however, is from Nightmare, who I think has a really good build for Hildryn, specifically built around the pillage ability. He has a helmet ability in his third slot called Thermal Slender from Gauze, which is why he has the Archon Vitality mod on it. He's the actual GOAT. He has like builds for everything in the game. I don't watch Warframe YouTubers really, but when I do go for a build, when I do want to build, I usually do go to Nightmare. There's a few others I go to, but he is a GOAT. If he has like any dark history or past, I didn't know about it, guys. I'm just saying he makes good videos. I don't know if he's a bad person, but I am saying he makes good videos. I'm going to do my best to model a casual version build of his build with the mods I have. I might even grind for some of the easier to get mods that I don't have. But not those Orc and Vault mods. Fuck that shit, dude. Orc and Vaults are so lame. I'm not doing that shit. Alright, I'll go ahead and show you the mods I have in my build right now. Let me know what you guys think of my mod setup here. Also, here's a look at the mods I have on the Balefire weapon, which I honestly think is a pretty good setup for what I have to work with. Anyway, it's now time for me to show the gameplay of me using Hildryn and talk about what I like and dislike, while also giving my final thoughts. We're going to be doing some Kubelik missions. So these are decently high-level missions, guys. High-level missions! High-level missions for a high-level man. That's, quote that right there. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video up to this point and enjoy the gameplay after. Thank you all so much for the support. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I'm bursting with energy. It's coming out of my pores. I talk so fast. I talk so lively. I've never recorded a video like this before. I'm literally tripping balls. But anyway, here's the gameplay, guys. I hope you enjoy. What the fuck was what?
Capture and extract.
What is up, guys? So we're trying to use Hildryn Prime today, and I'm not overly confident because I'm bad at video games. Anyway, I upgraded Balefire to where it should do damage now. I was talking about that earlier. It actually does a lot of damage now, actually. Okay, we made this weapon usable. Let's go, baby. And I don't know how much shield it costs. Okay, it actually costs like 400 shield for a charge shot. Actually, I get that 400 shield back before I'm even finished charging another shot. So it's actually not that bad. Holy shit. Okay, this is actually insane now. I made this weapon legitimately insane. Balefire is now the best weapon in the game, guys. I was wrong. It's fire. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, I didn't do shit against this guy. What the fuck? How much does my normal weapon do? No, one shots. Okay, never mind. Balefire still ass. Balefire still ass. Anyway, this is my first time trying to use my Hildryn Prime kind of fully modded, and I'm not really sure how it's going to go, guys. What is this thing?
Well done.
Alright, so I sucked their energy. I got 1,000 overshields from that, and then I was able to one-hit them with a somewhat weak melee, because I haven't really leveled that melee and put the right mods on it yet. So, that's pretty good. Can I just keep using that shit? Keep using Pillage? Oh shit, so I can just use Pillage infinitely? Wait, no way. No way. So I can like spam to get like max like insane overshields. What the fuck? Is Pillage just crazy? Is Pillage just that crazy? The more people around, the more overshields I get. So if I can like find a horde of enemies, like, holy shit, okay. No, that's just crack. Pillage is just the most cracked ability in the game. That's actually like insane. Okay, yeah, okay. And that's not even like, it's not even good yet. It's not, I haven't upgraded to how like I want to upgrade it. Not even close to how I want to upgrade it yet, because I barely put any good mods on it. As you guys can see in my mod selection, I have barely any power mods. I need to find more mods to increase the power of things like crazy. Like, it's definitely a big issue I have right now. And holy shit, I just got like 1,000 free overshield. That's insane. You can recall it as soon as you cast it too, and just get it right away. That's actually cracked. Okay. Hildryn Prime might have a huge cock as a femboy. What is wrong with me? It's like always goes back to femboys when I'm doing these solo conversations. And where the hell did these guys go? They just teleport? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's see how much we get. Well, I think I already took their shield, so I don't know if I can do it again, actually. That may have been on my bad right there. I may have been on my bad. The muscle mommy. The muscle mommy. Okay, let's try out the, we'll try out the ult too here. Then we'll try out Haven as well, of course. On some enemies. Alright, there's not really a horde of enemies, which is kind of unlucky. Because obviously, it'd be better than try out abilities on hordes. On tons of whores. I mean, there's a couple here. There's a couple. Damn, there's just a couple everywhere. There's not really a lot of enemies. They were not sounding the alarm on me. Okay. So let's, and now I just charge up. Balefire and kind of shoot this while they're suspended, but it just drains through energy so fast. This move is still like actually just dog water. It just drains through energy so fucking fast. It's just insane. There's like almost no point to it, and it's actually wild. Okay, now we got Haven. Haven's mid. Haven's like mid, especially by myself right now. Like look at it, it's doing like barely any damage per second. And it's draining my shields somewhat quickly. I can't use Pillage while I have it equipped though, which will recharge my shields while I use it, but it doesn't recharge it enough to really make it worth it, I guess. I mean, I guess it's kind of keeping it equal. And still I'm getting hit as well, so I guess it's not complete dog water. But it's not great. Haven's not great. Haven might be the worst ability, to be honest. I don't really know. It just kind of drains your shields. Yeah, in all honesty, it just kind of drains your shields, guys. And if you're solo, it's actually just useless. Because the damage output just isn't worth it by yourself in the slightest. Not in the slightest. So I'm kind of not liking Haven. Let me know in the comment, guys, what you think about Haven. But even fully upgraded with some increased strength mods and some stuff like that, I'm not really liking Haven a whole bunch. Balefire I like more, obviously, since I modded it somewhat well. It's still not better than my normal weapon, but it's like it's infinite. Like it's just it always has charge. I never run out of charge for it because it's just shields, so that's nice. And it does a lot of elemental damage, which is cool as well. So it's not pointless for sure, and it has a pretty big blast radius as well. So it's definitely not actually a terrible weapon in the slightest. I think you can just quick shoot it too. Yeah, you can just like kind of like shoot it really quick too. Cause like I heard people on like the Wikipedia and like on Reddit and while I was doing research and shit say it's better just to quick fire and not charge it. Now let me know what you guys think in the comments of that. But I don't know. I don't know. I just like charging things a lot just to see how quick fire does. Yeah, obviously that guy's getting not cooked by it. Holy shit. Let me run away real quick. I'm about to sneeze. I'm about to sneeze. It's like. How much more does the charge shot even do? It doesn't do that much more damage. Yeah, the charge shot isn't that good. I mean, the normal shot is kind of letting this guy violate me right now. Just take care of him because I don't want to die here. That'd be embarrassing. There we go. But it's good for hordes because there's so many radius damage. But yeah, Pillage is obviously the best ability here. If you get like a horde of enemies, obviously there's like one enemy in these areas. So it's not great because there's just not enough enemies to really see its full benefits. But if I get like a horde of enemies around me, maybe like in something like survival, I could definitely see that being incredibly useful, like no lie. Like just super ultra useful. Hey bud. Let's go ahead and execute this guy. Then there's a lot of these, a lot of like butchers spawning of these Kubalik, whatever, thralls. They're all for some reason butchers, which I'm not complaining about because butchers are weak. Oh, I have a gunner right there, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and secrete mercy. Let's try out the ult again, because we have so much shield right now. And I want to see its range. It has actually kind of insane range. I mean, okay, that guy's just not affected by it. That's awesome. Oh, that's great. Okay. Oh, I had to break his overshield from being affected by it. And the slam attack, it kind of staggers him. It's not great, but it's not awful. I guess it could, like, if there's like a horde of enemies that are really just fucking you up, you could just use it really quick just to save your own life. But of course, you won't recharge shields while it happens, and it takes shield to use. So I guess I don't know if you could cast it. Actually, now I think about it, that's actually a terrible idea. I actually don't know when you would use it now, because you have to use shields to cast it. And if you're about to die, you know, probably almost out of shields. So I don't know. In all honesty, there's only like, I don't know. Hildryn is an interesting character to me because Pillage is obviously a pretty good ability, but other than Pillage, like Pillage is just a really fucking good ability. But other than Pillage, like I feel like Balefire, the exalted weapon, is just not that great. Haven is not that great. What's it called? And then Aegis Storm is just also not that great. I just feel like Hildryn has like 3 bad abilities and 1 super good ability, which I guess, I mean, is something, right? Like a lot of frames just have like 4 like whatever abilities, I guess. But so at least, I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that assumption. Once again, I'm not an expert here, guys. I'm not making the definitive tier list of Hildryn here, but in my personal opinion, it has 3 like kind of like mid to bad abilities. Like Haven, I don't know, I think that Haven's maybe mid. Aegis Storm is kind of bad, and Balefire, I mean, it's just not a whole lot of use to it because most people have stronger weapons, I feel like, than their exalted weapons. So I just don't really, I don't know, I don't see the point of Balefire that much. And that also obviously hurts Aegis Storm considerably because you can't use your regular guns during it, and it just drains your shield so fast. Aegis Storm in combination with Balefire just drains your storm in like 10 fucking seconds, right? So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Hildryn overall. I think it's a cool looking frame. I think Pillage is a great fucking ability. Maybe Helmet Pillage off of Hildryn and put it on a different frame. That's how you would get the most use out of it. So I just don't know if I love the other abilities. But of course the shield is super nice, having like a gajillion shield, and basically being able to infinitely cast any ability is also very nice because you're never going to run out of shield. It instantly recharges. So that does mean if you do Helmet, a good ability on the Hildryn, they could definitely make the most of it, because you can just spam the fuck out of that ability even if it's really solid. So I mean, there's definitely a reason that you would want to build up your Hildryn now that I think about it. But that's my final thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think of my final thoughts. And peace out, stay blessed, and let me know your Hildryn comments below. If you think I'm an idiot, let me know nicely. I am sensitive, guys. I cry a lot at night. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay blessed, stay happy. And I'm thinking about doing some Helldiver content if you guys are interested in that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, stay blessed, and stay happy. Goodbye.